What's up, guys?
What's up?
We are back.
Second episode.
Fever recommends a Tamil web series this time. Is it a web series? It's an anthology.
Yeah, or a series of short films you can call because it's not connected to each other. Yeah.
Navarasa is produced by Mani Ratnam and Jayendra Panchapagesan. The entire series has been put together to support the South Indian film industry, the crew that works behind back scenes during a time when the industry came to a standstill due to the pandemic. They have done this web series to ensure that people have enough work and they get paid. However, the actors who are part of this web series are not paid, or they didn't charge any fee.
They didn't charge any fee. Mani Ratnam has come out on an interview and told all of the stars, the music directors and all the directors have worked without fee, and the people who worked in the crew were paid because that was the whole intention.
Man, so all of a sudden their intention is so true. You don't really want to diss any episode that I didn't personally like. But let's talk about it. This has multiple stars. Surya is one of them. There is Revati, Vijay Sethupathi, multiple stars, all of them big ones.
So many big ones.
Let's start off with the title track because that has been produced by A.R. Rahman. And what a song that is. Not a song.
I mean, all the 9 emotions are conveyed in that one song, I think.
Yeah, oh my God.
Like Navarasa in one track.
It is such a beautiful title credit roll right at the beginning.
Even the visuals.
The visuals for it. So there is Surya, there is Prakash Raj, everyone right at the beginning. High definitions, the way human emotions are captured in it, and the A.R. Rahman's theme to go along with it. It's just beautiful. It's beautiful. In fact, there is a great title song when you don't skip the title. And
no skip intro this time.
No skip intro.
I want to watch.
Ooh, A.R. Rahman is on fire and he's done such a good job with it. The first episode actually talks about compassion, Karuna as an emotion.
Ediri is the name of the title. Vijay Sethupathi, Revati, Prakash Raj, all amazing actors. In one episode,
you put them
30 minutes
in a frame. Like, what else do you need?
Cracker. Yeah. So we start with it being a normal day in their lives, and then we think that Vijay Sethupathi is one of the household members because he just comes naturally. We thought, maybe he's their son, and he goes in, but a tragedy happens within like no time, and she has that intuition, and everything changes.
You're left in the middle of it to pick up the pieces. So as an audience member, you're trying to figure out what really is happening.
Correct.
And then there's a murder. Vijay Sethupathi goes into hiding, and then he's talking to this old man who he's actually killed.
Yeah, so he's not really hiding, is he?
Yeah. No. And he starts talking to him, and that's a figment of his imagination. Wow.
Yeah. What he says is that you must have been angry on me, but you have taken all the frustration that you've had from childhood about maybe your father or your teacher and everyone who has hurt you, and it came and it hit me. So am I the real cause for your
and
anger?
He's trying to get away from that guilt, so he visits a temple to meet Revati there, and their plot twist, because Revati has her perspective where she says, I could have done something, but I didn't do anything, so I'm no one to judge you.
Yeah, I mean, forgiveness is the theme for this, right?
Yeah.
So that's what she does, and probably I think even before, Prakash Raj also talks to him in such a courteous way, compassionate way, that it feels like he has also forgiven him. But the person who is carrying the highest weight or burden is Vijay Sethupathi's character, but the aim was to get rid of those things, but that didn't happen.
The second episode of Navarasa, or the second emotion, is Hasya.
Comical relief.
After a very heavy first one, the second one is light and
Comical
it's funny.
Relief. So that your head is light and you can go to the third one.
Yeah, and I believe it's actually based on a true life story.
Yes, Mr. Innocent Vari Tekkatala, Malayali comedy and ex-MP. It's based on his life. So it's a very funny story.
And there was a dog involved.
There was a dog involved, and it stinks in the end. And we have a teacher who's actually supposed to be angry with him. But when he's narrating the whole story, it's all funny. And we think, oh, so sad, the teacher is unmarried because of this. But then at the end, the teacher comes back and throws the final punchline.
Yeah.
Which goes on to say that any situation can be made into a funny one.
Yeah. And the way they build it up to say that the dog is involved in the story one way or another, the dad is trying to get get rid of it.
Yeah.
She's in love with this little dog of theirs,
Yeah.
and the way it all comes back at the end, really, really nicely
Yeah,
done.
the dog is named Raja also.
Raja, and also the background music in this one.
Yeah.
is-
Background
is-
music influences the emotions that we feel, the rasa
Yeah.
that creates in the audience so much, no? I mean, you can make even a serious situation into a comical one if you put a soothing or a
Yeah.
comical background.
I remember that WhatsApp forward of I think Bruce Lee taking off his shirt to
Yeah,
fight the
so
enemy,
funny,
and
no?
they've changed the background music and everything changes.
It's all sensual.
It becomes Shrungar.
It becomes Shrungar. It's
It's
supposed to
romance.
be fight. It's supposed to be a serious action sequence, and then they're removing their ropes. They put some sensual tune and make it Shrungar. The rasa changes because of background music.
All right, the third emotion
Adbhuta.
is Adbhuta.
I know that you have been quite amazed. You have been quite Adbhuta. Fight by.
Yeah, I like to see Arvind Swamy back on screen. It's just Bombay, all of that comes back, and it's good to see him still do some quality work.
Amazing screen presence.
Amazing screen
an
presence,
actor,
great
yeah,
actor, and this plot again, because it's a Indian web series that's talking about time travel. I was really fascinated to see how it comes out.
Time travel, time and space dimension. Maybe like the Indian version of Inception.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
Christopher
not
Nolan Indian version of it.
Yeah.
And at the end, does the bad guy win? We don't know.
No, but do we know that it's the end?
Yeah,
No.
that's right.
It's the end because the 30 minutes got over. But it's because it's about time travel and space travel. He's the main scientist, na? Project
Yeah.
Agni, he's the one who created it.
Project
so
Agni.
it can keep going. So are you a fan of science fiction? Do you watch a lot of science fiction films, and are you into that content?
Just so that
Usually?
we can discuss it and we figure out that none of us have understood anything. But just for the point of discussion, it's great. It's always fun to watch it.
Yeah. And it Adbhuta is gone. It's conveyed that. Yeah, it's pretty
Adbhuta
exciting.
does it.
Yeah.
The fourth one that we recommend out of the Navarasa is Payasam or Disgust, Bhibatsya.
Yeah, payasam. When we eat payasam, it's not related to this, but we get to know at the end why is bhibatsya.
So this story is about an old man who is just not happy about anything. He's just being an old man.
Yeah. Just let me take one moment to appreciate the visuals that all the cinematographers have created. It starts with the drone shot mostly.
Most of them,
and
yeah.
the coastal part of Tamil Nadu is covered, and the village aspect of it. And coming to the story, the old man who is maybe respected because he's a priest in the village, he probably has been respected by many for a very long time. But we realize that he has a problem with one of his relative because suddenly he is the more richer one. He's the one that is more respected.
Hotekichu.
In
Jealousy in most of the scenes.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the rest of the family members are also involved. His daughter is involved as well. And she is the one who actually conveys that emotion
At the end.
At the very end, subtly.
Yeah. When he throws the payasa, she comes in, she's like, how did you do that? Can you
And
try
I
that?
can't believe he did that. I can't believe he did that. It's a happy occasion, marriage, everyone is there, happy, and this old man is there to ruin everything. I felt so raged watching that guy throw away the pie. First of all, it's payasam.
Yeah.
I love payasam. You don't do that to
Yeah,
payasam.
don't do that. Just give it to magic. Yeah.
But he did that and just ruined the occasion. But the way they conveyed Bhibatsya, disgust, when she
By
looks
his
at him.
daughter.
When she looks at
She,
him.
in spite of having all her losses, we realize that she's so happy for her relative who's getting married. She helps her with all her makeup and everything. But the father, in spite of having all that coat and all gifted to him, still hasn't got rid of that emotion. Even though his dead wives keep speaking to him once in a while, he says, I don't want to talk to you anymore. And she's also like, you can't be changed. And then at the end, his daughter conveys that 1 second of Bhibatsya, that how could you do this? And it was, I liked it. I didn't feel that rage, but I felt it was kind of funny because it's just, it was nice. I liked the whole.
Relate much because relatives are involved.
Yeah. Never done that though.
These were the 4 stories that we thoroughly enjoyed. Then, of course, the rest of the web series includes the other emotions of peace, Shanti. Raudram was another emotion that we loved.
Yeah. I mean, in that we see someone who is coming from a lower middle class household, having dreams and ambitions, two young children, one playing sports, one being good at sports, and the other one being good at studies. And in one scene, he actually tells her, "You have to get out of here if you want to grow." She says no.
Yeah.
But then a few days or some later, a few minutes in the show, in the episode later, she does that.
Okay.
We realize that we think the cop is actually the one who is interrogating this guy, but we know that it's two different time zones. It's 20 years.
They're
or something
showing
later.
two different things.
Yeah,
There is a flashback
yeah,
that's
yeah.
attached, and then the sister becomes the cop.
Yeah, there are two types of rage, each being conveyed by the other sibling. The first one where he immediately reacts. There's one set of people who immediately react to everything.
Yeah.
And there's the set of people who carry that anger, who use it to do something better with their own life, who, it's like fire.
Yeah.
So that is being conveyed by the sister. So overall, I liked that also. It was quite interesting to watch.
There was fear as well.
Yeah, Bhaya, Siddharth and Parvati Tiruvut. I love
yes.
Parvati Tiruvut as an actress.
Oh my God.
Yeah, the first time I saw her was in Milana. It was a Kannada film, Punit
Correct.
Rajkumar and Parvati Tiruvut, and I fell in love with her.
And even that, I mean, coming to think of it, even that one episode was so deep because signing a deal with the devil and you reap what you sow.
Yeah.
Everything has a repercussion. Everything you do has an equal and opposite reaction, and karma
Element.
always gets back.
Yeah, a little bit of supernatural element they've involved. Ki,
Yeah.
be it humans or non-humans, be it a supernatural force, it always comes back and haunts you in one way or another. And both the actors have conveyed their particular emotions. Siddharth being the person who takes the revenge. He doesn't do anything. He just speaks to her and she kills herself.
Yeah.
And that is Bhaya.
That's
he
what
doesn't kill her actually.
fear can
He just
actually
comes
do.
And
Yeah.
sits and talks to her and says, I was son of the guy. I was son of Jafar. Bhai."
Yeah.
And she kills herself.
Oh
That
man,
was
that's
really
crazy.
Yeah,
It's
the fear.
insane, and how he continues to talk even after she kills herself,
Yeah,
right?
I don't know what he's chanting.
Yeah,
but,
it's
sounds
very
quite
very
scary
scary
and very well
and
acted
deep.
portrayed, no?
Yeah, good
Yeah.
actors overall.
Yeah.
Then of course there was Brave, the military story.
The military
There are a
story
couple
with
of
Kishore.
military stories.
Yeah,
Um,
the military story with Kishore, and the other one is the India-Sri Lanka LTT story, where at the border during the Indian-Sri Lankan Tamil fight, that portion is being covered, and it's being directed by Karthik Subbaraj.
Right.
Yeah,
So
that
he
is one.
rescues a boy with the puppy, comes
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
He thinks peace is possible.
He thinks peace is possible and he goes out to convey that, but
But
the other
not
person
possible.
understands it as an act of rage or thing, and he gets shot.
Yeah.
Misunderstanding.
Of course, shout out going out to the Kannada film actor Kishore, who is involved in,
in
this
the 8th
episode
story.
of the 8th story,
Bravery.
which is
Veera.
Brave. Yeah, Veera.
Yeah.
Good actors overall. The final episode involved
Shringar.
Surya.
Surya.
Surya was in that final episode.
Yeah.
And he was there right from when the title rolls on, right? So we are all waiting for when the Surya story comes, but it's at the very end.
Guitar Kambi Mele Nindra. It's very nice. I like the title.
Yeah.
Its name sounds very creative.
And it's beautifully written.
Yeah.
Except I just felt that it was a little long, and I felt that Surya was not the right cast. Sorry for saying that.
Yeah,
he
controversial
didn't.
opinion,
He didn't look the part
Yeah.
of the singer.
Yeah, true. I mean, also it is a little longer than the other episodes. I don't know why that is. And it didn't create that kind of an impact like the other ones did.
Yeah.
For me also. So, but yeah, that was the final one. We waited for Surya's because he was the biggest A-lister on that list. But sorry to say, it was kind of disappointing.
They've done it very well though, because when you end up watching these 8 stories, the 8 rasas, you will end up indulging with the 9th one as well.
Yeah,
So you might as well watch it. You can't leave it there.
Yeah, click on the
However, we recommend these stories
Yes.
heavily. Go watch it. Navarasa, it's streaming on Netflix. What did you think of Navarasa? Do let us know in the comments below. Do you relate to the things that we are talking about?
Yeah.
Or is it just the two of us?
Which story made the most impact for you
Yeah.
and which didn't? Maybe you can share that in the comments and we'll take note of it.
Yeah. Thank you so very much for watching this. This
Yeah.
was another episode of Fever Recommends. Take care of yourself. Until next time.
Until next time.